This here is my journal, and I've had this journal for 2 years. I started this in January of 2022 and did very inconsistent journaling in 2022, fairly inconsistent in 2023. And one of my big New Year's resolutions is to actually start journaling again in 2024, because I used to journal every single day without fail. A couple of pages every day. Journaling just gives you a level of mental clarity. I feel like my mind is actively decluttered after I've done journaling. Genuinely, it's a form of therapy. I actually also journal in the morning, and people often ask me, what am I journaling about? Because surely there's nothing to write about in the morning. But journaling isn't just about writing down what happened to you. And actually for me, like, the most useful types of journaling are those which are more reflective and more introspective, which help you to just make sense of your thoughts, because writing something on paper just makes it feel more coherent, and can help you make sense of things. Journaling's my main resolution of the year, and as part of this I've been doing some journaling classes on Skillshare. Skillshare, I'm sure you probably know, is the world's largest online learning community, and you can learn practically any skill with Skillshare. You can learn skills that will help you level up in your career, creative skills like drawing, watercolour, but also digital design, video editing, productivity tips. Jade's got a fantastic study course. It's just a great place to learn something new. But as I say, I've been using it for journaling specifically because they've got this thing called learning paths, which is where they take a particular topic or theme, and then they curate certain video lessons from lots of different classes, and you can work your way through them and learn from lots of different people. So the one that I'm doing at the moment, and I want to make sure I said this right, is Reconnect Yourself with Guided Journaling. Guided journaling, providing journal prompts, kind of best practice. And I've been really enjoying it so far. I haven't quite finished it, but I'm nearly finished with it. Will be a link in the description box, and the first 500 people to click on this can get a month of Skillshare for free. And in that free month, you could learn 3 or 4 new skills. You could do the journaling course. It's so worth clicking if you want to learn something new this year. Yes, anyway, I'm gonna get on with the rest of my day now. I call this a reset. Honestly, so much of my resetting is preparing for the new year by studying, because I just want to be ahead of my reading lists. And so I've been slowly working my way through a lot of the secondary reading and things which we're going to be set later in the term, because I know that it's going to get stressful. So enjoy the study with me segment, which is definitely going to follow. Okay, so here the first thing I was doing was planning my day in my pumpkin productivity planner, of course, and then I moved on to doing some critical reading. I read 4 critical essays this morning. These are just ones that are on the reading list for my optional module this term. Good morning. I hope that you're having a good day wherever you're watching this from. It's the 9th of January today, and I'm going to do a bit of a reset for the new term. I know that people usually do resets at the end of December for the new year, and usually that's what I would do, but more significant than January 1st is the new term starting. It is always nice just to feel like you're starting a new year without any clutter, and that you've got your organisation systems in place so that you can keep on top of things when term starts. And being organised, I find, just makes me so much more motivated too. So I just finished reading Samuel Daniels' play Cleopatra. It's a closet drama, and it was brilliant. I wasn't expecting it to be that wonderful, and it's really not it's not hugely revered. I hadn't heard about it before being set it to read for my module. It's definitely a good one to read in combination with Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra. It is a bit earlier, I want to say. I think it's earlier, but there was a huge interest in the story of Antony and Cleopatra in the early modern period. 1594, okay, wait, and Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra. 1607, okay, so this one precedes it by over 10 years. Before doing some reset stuff, I think I'm going to read 2 critical essays. While I've got the time to do the reading, I'm just trying to make the most of that. And then I want to do a deep clean of my bedroom. Even though I'm not going to obviously be studying in my bedroom, it's nice to have that all like clean so that when I come back at Easter, it's not a complete mess. Oh, also I've got the most beautiful Spirited Away mug of green tea here. This mug is just stunning. I think it's my favourite mug at the moment. What was that?
I went upstairs and I did some more reading. I just read this essay by Paulina Hughes, who is an excellent early modern scholar.
I've just finished reading those essays and these are the things that I want to sort out. First of all, my bookshelves are just a little bit messy. That's the first one and that's the second. They're not too bad, but you can just see I've got all of these books which are poking out. So I'm going to make a pile of the books I need to bring back to university with me, which are these ones, for example, and just get it looking neater. I've got a few bits and bobs to put away, like that Christmas cushion. And also there is this box which has been sat here for months and it's just filled with things that I don't know where to put. Please tell me I'm not the only one who has this. I always have a basket or a box in my room, and then anything that I'm not sure about I just put in there with the intention of then sorting it out later. But it's just been piling up and I haven't done anything with it and it is bugging me, so I'm gonna actually probably do that first just to get it out the way. First of all, this should not be there. That should always be in this bag.
Yes, this box, I'm so glad I finally got around to doing this. Genuinely, I felt so much better as soon as it was done. It didn't even take me that long. It took me about 10 minutes to do. And there's something so satisfying and so enjoyable about sorting bookshelves. I think I could do it all day.
I don't actually know exactly what this is because it's not a play. It's also not poetry. I guess I'll figure it out. I think it's like a sermon, but a printed sermon, like a pamphlet. We'll see. It's also got a really odd title. It's called The Worming of a Mad Dog, or A Sop for Cerberus, the Jailer of Hell. We'll see what this is.
So, I was so confused going into this text. Honestly, I really wasn't sure what it was, especially because the title is quite strange. It's a prose response to The Arrangement of Woman, which was written by Joseph Sweetman, and it's this derogatory pamphlet towards women and female writers. And The Worming is one of many texts which were published in response to the Sweetman controversy. And as you can probably predict from the title, it is highly satirical and very funny. I love this quote especially about oatmeal. It's really not relevant to any of the research questions I have or research interests I have, but I had to underline it and make a note of it just because it's so funny. So as I say, there were many texts that were written in response to the Sweetland controversy, but the worming is interesting in that it doesn't expressly defend female voices, but rather ends up positing this very classist argument that there can be good writers, but only good upper class writers. So it kind of takes away the sexism and then replaces it with classism. When I got back, I did some more reading, and then our neighbour had dropped around these little drawer sachets for me, my mum and my sister.
So our neighbour gave us these little drawer sachets, and this is my one. Hello, Lola. Sorry, so my camera ran out, but that's yours, Mum.
Lavender.
Very nice.
Put in my drawer full of pajamas.
But this is the one I've got. It's rose, and Mum's got. Oh, there's a lavender food in it as well.
Yeah. It's just so nostalgic for my childhood.
Mum was saying that they were very fashionable when she was young. Like everyone had these little drawer sachets.
They did. They would put it with all their pajamas.
It's so lovely. Thank you.
Thank you, Sammy.
In the evening, I cooked dinner. I just made a simple pasta dish and did some more work. And then, okay, we're actually back to doing reset activities. I needed to do a declutter of my computer. You know, my computer gets so cluttered with files, and I used to be so good at going through every week and clearing my downloads folder, and I haven't done that since October. So I spent about an hour and a half going through everything, labelling my files. This isn't so much a reset thing again, but it's preparation for the new year. I wanted to make a vision board. I've seen everyone making these, and I have been curating a Pinterest board of 2024. I've been loving Pinterest recently. And so I went through and chose some pictures and made a vision board that I could use as my phone screensaver. And then in the evening, I started Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky. I only read the first 30 pages, but my plan is to take this very slow, so there's no rushing with this one at all. So then here we are the next morning, and I started out with some more critical reading. And then I started reading Margaret Cavendish's The Blazing World, which is a proto-novel and a kind of utopian fantasy where this woman is kidnapped by a group of men on a boat. And after the men die, she ends up finding this kind of land. It's very Gulliver's Travels. And she positions herself as the author of this world and also the ruler and the creator. She fully recognises that this is a world of her imagination and that she's creating this in her mind, but she argues that that doesn't make it any less real. Margaret Cavendish is an excellent writer, and if you want to read some work by early modern women writers, I would definitely recommend Margaret Cavendish as a good place to start. So my mum and I are going up to London today, and I decided to do something different with my hair, which did not go to plan.
So, as you can see, I'm trying out hair rollers for the first time. And it's really hard.
This is what we're dealing with.
Yeah, Mum's been doing it and it looks really good on her, but my hair's quite long, and so we're not really sure how to do it. So
She looks like the Who.
I'm pretending I'm in Dr. Seuss, and I'm supposed to use a hairdryer. I never use a hairdryer. I don't even know the last time I used
I
a
know,
hair
you go to
dryer.
bed with your wet hair. That's enough.
Is it?
Yeah, otherwise it'll look all wet.
So then I let it dry?
Yeah, now take it out
No, I should
carefully.
probably leave it for a sec, shouldn't I? I'll leave it for like 10 minutes. The lighting in my room is so different from yours. Yours is all like pink. So here's my hair roller. I'm going to leave it in for a little bit just while I quickly write a Christmas card. I didn't manage to finish the book by Margaret Cavendish. I'm 2/3 of the way through. I've curled my hair. The roller did not work at all. I'm just going to quickly paint my nails as well. I'm really bad at keeping up to date with painting my nails, so they usually look absolutely vile, but I'm going to do it today. We're here at the station. It's still really bright.
Yeah, it's lovely. Feel that sun on your face.
I never used to like sun in winter, but I actually really like it now.
It's the best. This is my Chanel outfit for the day. No, it's not Chanel. And my friend gave me this lovely bag.
It's got a nice terrier on it. And I'm wearing, this is my outfit. Again, we've gone for Chanel inspired. And my bag is a Dog Books bag.
So we just had the loveliest lunch.
Oh, delicious. And I had the matcha mango.
Oh, that was so good. I had a jasmine tea because we're out of jasmine tea at home and I love jasmine tea, but I was really jealous of the matcha mango. It's so tasty. But the main reason that we were up in London was to visit the Chanel Manifesto exhibition at the V&A.
We're here ready to go to the Chanel exhibit.
It expertly charts the evolution of her work, and at the beginning you have this timeline and a visual chronological lineup of outfits to see the changes in her designs. But I also love how much it champions the timelessness of these designs, the simple colour palettes, the practical fabrics, the onus on comfort. She retained these qualities right up until her death in 1971. Chanel's designs rebel against the constraints of fashion on women, and her focus always was comfort and what's practical, and I just love that so much.
My Chanel pens.
Do you think Mum should get these earrings? I think they go with your dress.
Very nice. £12.50, not bad.
Oh, by the way, I bought this yesterday. It's so beautiful. I love the print. It's sketch paper, so the paper's really high quality. And I just love this ribbon design.
It's also freezing cold, so Mum and I are both massively layered up and wearing our matching hats. It's fun to be sad. It's very sad. It's very sad to be fun.
Mum, what time is it?
It's golden hour.
Okay, one thing I really do need to start doing is packing. I haven't started packing at all and I'm leaving tomorrow. And I brought back basically all of my clothes because I brought all of my favourite clothes to Oxford, so then I wanted them back at home when I moved back. So my suitcase is here. And I always get so many questions about the suitcase. It's from uni travel and it is beautiful. So all of my favourite items are in this, which is quite messy. I feel like last time, like when I moved before, I was really organised and I knew exactly what I was going to bring. I know that I'm going to miss things when I pack this time. I did show this before actually, but I've got this really nice calendar and I'm going to pop that at the bottom of the trunk because hopefully then it won't get ruined in transit. Okay, I've packed all my clothes and now I'm just going to do my stationery. So again, I brought quite a lot of my stationery back. These drawers also say messy.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you have more than just a productive week.